All right, ready?
Shit.
Welcome to the ExAnime Podcast number 25.
Oh, it's almost been half a year since we started this. Are you out of focus again? Are we out of focus again?
No?
We just got done with our Japan crate.
Yes. You're an absolute monster.
We're doing something new now.
What, making a fucking mess?
It's called content, Justus. Oh, Jesus.
God, this is shit content. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to throw this away because this was... No, maybe I'll save it for Calvin.
Throw it away.
We're back. It's the end of the season for everything. Mine is technically...
Horimiya's on Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Horimiya
Wandering Egg is in fucking June.
Fuck. Shit. Listen, I just made another fucking mess. I can't believe.
Yeah. So,
Keep ranting.
The
war. Slime.
Yeah, man, that time I got reincarnated as a slime. So that season technically isn't over. It's just season 2 part 1 is done, and then it comes back in the fall. It was a pretty good build-up. Surprise, he's the demon lord, because of course, like.
But is it a part-timer?
No.
Oh.
Well, he's not a devil. He's not a devil.
Is a demon lord the same thing?
The demon lord is a part-timer. Why do you think he works at Whack-Donald's?
Whack.
It was pretty good. I've enjoyed kind of watching it. There have been a pretty kind of hilarious moments. I think I'll probably enjoy it more when the season's over and they like continuously build the story, because the story is like kind of incrementally like building. It's kind of a complaint I have with a lot of shows, especially when they do part 2, like, or they split the season into 2 parts in 1 year, where when you actually look at what's happened in like 12 episodes, it's one of those, a lot's happened, but not a lot in retrospect has also happened, like within that time period kind of thing. That time I got reincarnated as a slime kind of falls in that. Dr. Stone also kind of falls in that just a little bit, where it's like, in retrospect, all that they really did was like
Free one person. That's literally all the season. What the last
free
3
one
episodes?
person like team up there at the end, and
I'm not gonna
someone,
lie,
like died.
Henry did fucking tear up.
Yeah,
He's like, okay, so
like Tsukasa.
well, for now on, it will say like spoiler and then whatever it is. God, that was so sad. He like saves his sister, and then he's like standing there. They're just like,
so this is Tsukasa, and then his right hand man basically betrays him. Cause shocker.
Well, the thing is, like, it was so emotional. So Senku's sitting there as his realized friend is dying. Because you even talk about, like, you know, if this was a different time, we'd be friends. And they give you this a big emotional buildup. They traded off characters. So you gained a character and then you lost. We gained a lot of characters. Excuse me, it's like I got something in my throat. But it's so emotional because he's just laying there and it's like they're talking about how he's going to save him. He's like, nah, why can't we just talk like friends? And then he fucking dies and then he turns him to fucking ramen, you know.
Yeah, basically.
I think him?
Yeah, so
like
he freezes him into
a
kind of like a cryogenic kind of chamber, because the goal is to...
Well, the end of the
petrify him, remake him stone, and then
because they already know how the magic fluid works, because it's just bat dung and then like
citric acid.
Yeah,
is basically the core.
So they end the season with basically, well, the credits end, and technically that last like minute and a half is the trailer for the next season. So it's fucking One Piece now. They're on a fucking boat to find out where the origins of the blast is, and if the animation is true, isn't the origin of the blast like basically Australia or something? Or no, it's the opposite side of the world. So opposite side Japan is.
I don't. Oh, it looked like either South Africa or like South America.
Yeah,
it seemed super low.
The thing is, if they're on a boat, my guess is this whole next season will probably be a 12-episode season of them like running in the fights. Maybe they run into other people that are out on the seas. Like, let's say, some other people woke up. That's going to be my guess. They're going to run into other people that might have woke up and they were in the pirate age, because that makes sense. Like, making a boat isn't hard. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't know how to make a whole fucking pirate ship, but you know what I mean? I think they're going to land in different parts of the world. And this next season will end with them getting to where the blast starts, and then it's a whole season of how did this blast, if they do 12 episodes.
I don't think it will quite be like that. I think the difficulty now, like if they did something like that, would be to explain how those other people are awake. Because Senku and his friend are very rare exceptions, because they were already underneath the... like Senku specifically was underneath that cave and had it drip on him.
Yeah, he got and the water took him there. The thing is, like, there's 8 billion people in the world.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's bound to be someone else.
Yes, but considering that the people that did survive in the colony that we do kind of see are like the remnants of the astronauts that were in space, and that's their like kin that have built.
Didn't the two Russian astronauts go out into the ocean? They were never seen again. There was 2 that went out into the ocean.
Yeah, but their kid stayed.
No, but I'm just thinking maybe they started another like family on another island, and maybe they'll run into those people, because there's got to be some conflict of some.
Yeah, but they were on a raft. Oh, I know
China's right there.
Kind of like a small detail about what's gonna happen. I think they're gonna focus on that detail a bit more, like really getting to the root cause. I don't think they're actually physically gonna run into other people though, unless they're ones that they awaken.
All right. Well, I guess the other series that technically ended, but didn't, like we talked about Wandering Egg. Man, that last episode was very. Cause you watched it, right?
Yes.
It's like they're on the roof, they're fighting. Basically, you find out that Oto apparently told her teacher that she loved him.
Asked him out.
Yeah, asked him out, and then it goes through this whole story of young love versus adult love, and it seems like in that story it's Oto catching up with her mother, because at the end of the episode she tells her mother it's okay if you want to date him. So Oto's finally coming to terms with herself, because then they explain an alternate reality. I don't know where they're going to go with this story, because now it's alternate reality shit.
Yeah, parallel worlds.
Yeah, to be fair, they're just fucking dreaming. And Oto meets herself in the dream. It's like, oh, well, if you never met your friend, you would have killed yourself, which then leads you to, oh, so when they're drowning in this pool, then you see Oto reaching out, and apparently in the reality where she survived, which is this whole story we're following, her friend, Kimiko?
Kaido,
I think is her name, or yeah, whatever her name is.
We'll go with that.
Brings her out of the pool, and that's the only reason why she's alive. Which is really weird. I feel like this last episode was kind of rushed. Because you meet her friend, she pops up, you have the little like quick like 2-second thing, and then boom, she's gone. Compared to everyone else where their friend gets killed, and then that's the end of it. So I wonder why they're taking such a long break for the last episode.
They may do an hour special.
I mean, I could see that to end the whole series. That'd be super interesting. Oh, shoot, it's cross-examine. And I forgot. It's also show and tell. Yeah, but the last episode of Wandering Egg for a while. It's not the official last episode.
The last
leaves you with a lot of questions.
The last special was supposed to be in mid-June, I believe.
Model Girl, they did her ending. Idol Girl, they did her ending. Oto, they did her ending. The Black Girl, technically they had her ending right. It was just her letting her friend go. So she really didn't do it in the dream. Like everyone else has run into apparently a different version of Frill is what we think it is, because one was named Dot, one was named something really long, which was this last episode. And then I don't remember what all the names were, but they're all different versions we think of Frill. Because they said Frill was...
different versions that Frill had created, but not Frill
herself.
Exactly.
So I wonder if the last episode is all 4 girls trying to fight. Because remember, Otto said she wants to be a warrior of Lagos?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it will be. Maybe, like you said, it'll be an hour-long special.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. For the most part, the show itself has been pretty good. It does, there near the end, seem to drop off just a little bit. Apparently, one of the director or something was hospitalized 3 times during the production. And one of the last time, 2 times he was like wheeled away. And one of the last times he was like in the hospital for 5 hours, wheeled back, and then he finished what he was doing.
What a fucking trooper. I mean, we really want to buy the series because it's beautifully animated. The story's great.
The work ethic there is crazy sometimes, like what some of them are willing to do.
Maybe he's fighting in his sleep. That's why he keeps going to the hospital.
No.
What are we talking about? We talked about Dr. Stone. Wandering Egg.
Quince is...
Didn't we talk about it last time?
I don't think I had seen it.
Oh, you hadn't seen it yet?
Yeah, the last episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's real good.
We were talking...
We did talk about how season 3 wasn't out.
She was like, I love you. And then her family was behind there. And fucking Team Miku over here is just fucking dying because she said she loved him. It was going good. And then she fucking chickened out last minute.
No, that was definitely, like, even in the manga, that's how it plays out.
I mean, he knows.
That is, he's like, yeah, I know. Like, he's smart in a lot of aspects, very dumb socially in relationship, but he's also not that dumb. Like, there is stuff that he can easily piece together. It's just to a certain degree, that level of illusion of idiocy there.
I can't remember, were you Team Nino?
Huh?
Are you Team Nino?
No.
Ichika?
No. Yotsuba all the way.
Fucking traitor.
She's the first person to say that she loves him.
She also came out naked in front of him.
Fucking trooper. Hiding all the assets.
I think the last episode was more of just a wrap up because they already announced the 3rd season.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I guess we forgot to mention that. So Quinn's got announced for a 3rd season. Dr. Stone's got announced for a 3rd season.
Jujutsu Kaisen has a sequel movie
that's coming out, which is based off manga Zero.
Mm-hmm. Wandering Egg has the OVA.
Yeah, that's in like a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
And then not much happening in Quinn. Sorry if you wanted us
Higurashi has another season.
Trash.
Shit's weird.
The whole show is weird.
I would assume probably over this weekend it would make sense that Horimiya is officially like given another season.
No, I think Horimiya is almost done.
Not story wise, like this season.
Well,
like,
the thing is, today's April 1st, so some companies did announce stuff today. That's true, but at the same time, you don't know if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Horimiya, I could see another season. They'll probably wait till that last episode comes out this Saturday because every other show immediately after it ended, they'll go another season. Dr. Stone just straight up put the trailer in it.
One of the shows we do plan on watching, which we're gonna talk about here in a second, kind of the list of shows.
I'm gonna pull up my shows.
It was officially announced that Shaman King is gonna have 52 episodes.
They already announced it's gonna be on Blu-ray, and it's 4 Blu-ray disc, if I remember correctly. 52 episodes over 4 discs. The worst show of this season.
Promise Neverland.
Yeah, dude. So I had to go because I've never read it, and I'm going to read it because I needed to know what the fuck happened. They didn't announce another season. This is it. Yeah. Apparently, this is it. They just ended season 2. Like, it was a generally good, continuous story. There was some stuff they skipped over, like by the time they left the house to when they meet. I can think of his name. White hair.
Norman.
Norman, yeah. And the thing is, between literally the last, I think, 3 minutes of the show was a slideshow of everything that happened over 4 or 5 arcs. I think it's what they said online.
It's basically, hey, stuff you could have watched, but you'll see.
Because they literally end the show with all the kids are going through the gate, and then Emma's like, no, we're going to fight, we're going to get the rest of the kids, and we're going to change everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then the door closes, and then it's like, oh, cool, I can't wait for them to announce another season. Then they're like, oh, here's a fucking slideshow of like, oh yeah, everyone's growing up on the other side of the gate on their phones, doing nothing to help Emma, because they were all talking about how we're going to do stuff to help Emma, and it's just them being normal kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Isabel, yeah.
Isabella had another kid, right? Or
no, she just helped raise them.
Oh, okay. And then at the you're seeing this whole slideshow of the kids, then they go to the slideshow of Emma on adventures that happen in the manga, but it's like literally a fucking slideshow. It's just one picture with some audio.
Yeah, I think the difficulty with that is
they should have just ended it at the door.
Yeah, there's one of these like weird things where behind the scenes there has to have been a bunch of stuff where it's like, you guys just have to do it this way, because Cloverworks can make some very good stuff, and in this case it looks like they absolutely shit the bed. And I wonder if it was literally one of those, like, the investors for that project were like, hey, we're gonna do another season, but you only get one season. And the writer, the original like mangaka, he helped write this. Like, this was his decision on like
I feel
how
like,
it ended. And
I feel like he was trying to do it as a continuous story. It might have been a thing where halfway through, like a lot of shows, like Evangelion's a good example, where they have the congratulations Shinji scene, because like there's our budget, we just have no budget anymore. There's a lot of shows that are like that. I feel like that's what happened here. So I say the worst show of the season. It wasn't terrible. I've read the first.
It was definitely weak.
Yeah, it was definitely weak. Could have been done better.
Cannot hold a light to season 1.
Yeah, because the season 1, if you want to order that Blu-ray box set, I think it's still $150.
Well, that's just Aniplex.
Well, yeah, but it's a Right Stuff exclusive right now.
Aniplex has a contract with the Right Stuff.
I think the thing is, like, when you see this Blu-ray come out for Promised Neverland, it's not going to do that well. And what I read online is the studio was trying to get it more gear focused at the end. Like, their excuse is they want you to go read the manga to figure out what happened, which I'm not saying I already pre-ordered like the first 5 mangas, or not pre-ordered, but ordered.
Mm-hmm.
They're all out of stock. Of course, at the end of each season or halfway through a good season, the first couple volumes always go out of stock.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely the weakest show of the season on there. But speaking of one of the not weakest shows of the season, Mushoku Taisen, Jobless Reincarnation. They just ended episode 11. And at the end of episode 11, they already announced See You in season 2, which is a nice little end title card. I'd have to say it's one of my favorite shows of the season. Like, it's fun. It's a good isekai.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they use his background story a little bit for an emotional appeal of, like, he used to be bullied. This is why he has the strength, because he's got to fight, because he doesn't want to be that bullied kid anymore. But they don't focus on it like, hey, I know how to do high-end calculus because I was in an alternate world.
Mm-hmm.
They just use that as, it's kind of like Konosuba, where, he mentions he's from another world. Mm-hmm. They come back to it, but it's just a fun isekai to watch. And I think Jobless Reincarnation is one of the top shows of this season.
Yeah, and it's one I haven't seen.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it. I feel like it's one of these shows, this season's in particular, it's nice because you don't have a lot of rom-coms fighting for number 1. So you got Hiro Me as probably one of your best rom-coms. Mm-hmm. There are a whole bunch of isekais, but there's really only one good new isekai, because Slime is continuing. It's already a great show. Mm-hmm. But Jobless Reincarnation, I feel like, is the best isekai lineup of this season. And then Dr. Stone is a great sci-fi fantasy. Is that how it's classified? Like,
probably.
That definitely led the way for some of the better shows.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, sorry, I'm pulling up my entire list.
Yeah.
Shows.
Look, Laid Back Camp.
Attack on Titan.
Laid Back Camp. Real quick. Though I haven't finished it because it's, I basically did exactly what I did with the original season. I got a couple episodes in, went, oh, this is really good. I know what to expect. I'm going to wait till it finishes and then binge it because it's super laid back. And
as the title says.
Yeah. So I can, especially when I'm in the mood where it's like, I'm kind of stressed or whatever, like I can just binge multiple episodes for like a more kind of relaxing thing. Matt bought the box sets for Weathering with You and Koi no Katachi or Silent Voice.
Silent Voice definitely 100 times better. It's just a good movie.
Yes.
I like to have stuff for the set that's like new, and they weren't cheap.
No.
Say that right now, they weren't. But I really
I flamed him a little bit for it.
Yeah, fucking hate on me. I also pre-ordered a whole bunch of other things that hopefully should be here soon-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I think every month for the next couple months I'll be getting something that I pre-ordered.
Nice.
Other than that, Attack on Titan, fucking, they already announced season 4, part 2, which was to be expected. There was no way they were going to cram it all in. They did rush a little bit of it, and people complained. I've read those chapters in the manga, and it makes sense. They were kind of boring. There wasn't much there. There was like some stuff you'd like to have, but they filled it in really well as they were doing another scene. So, but apparently I don't know if it's an April Fool's Day joke because it came out yesterday. It seems true. The mangaka for it, his newest chapter, it's done. It's getting ready to come out, so we know how Attack on Titan is officially ending. So much shit's happened. I don't want to spoil too much because, I mean, you're going to watch it eventually, someday. But, dude, they ended season, like every season they ended on a decent cliffhanger. Like season 3 ended on an okay. It's like they're playing in the ocean. They finally make the ocean. They're like, where do we need to go? Freedom. And he points out to the ocean because the enemy's across the ocean. This season, literally, Eren gets his legs bitten off, transforms, and then the enemies are like invading their home island. He's like, Reiner. And then that's it. It says to be continued. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But at least it's confirmed for winter. So winter 2021. So hopefully it's this year. Apparently that's what Mappa's main working thing is going to be. So they have a long time to work on Attack on Titan. Compared to this scene when everyone bitched about. The CG wasn't great, but they're going to touch it up. So my guess is they finish Attack on Titan. I don't think they have any shows. I think they have one show this next season because they have like 4 Blu-rays they got to get out.
They are still also working on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's right. Well, no, Jujutsu Kaisen's taking, because this is the final episode, right, of the season. So they're taking a break for. Oh, I guess the movie. Wait, the movie doesn't come out this year though, does it?
I don't think it gave an official date.
Oh. So. Other than that, Attack on Titan's final chapter is coming out here, I think, in this month. Horimiya's final chapter came out this last month, if I remember correctly. Fly Me to the Moon, I put it in our Discord. Literally, its final chapter is coming out because you got to find out who she actually is and, like, you know, what happened to her. There was a chapter before which showed a lot, but not much. There was actually an animated trailer for the chapter, which was weird. Like, it just animated some of the stills, so nothing too special. Other than that, Black Clover got announced for a film. What?
I'm not a big Black Clover fan.
I'm not a huge one. I'm not caught up because they have like 170 episodes or something. But people should have known it's not the end to it. They said new an end and a final beginning is what it's called or some shit. So it means they're gonna do like a Shippuden thing. I pulled up on my phone. That's pretty much it for the lineup on Funimation. If you guys mostly watch on Funimation, so I'm gonna pull up Crunchyroll, make sure I'm not missing anything. They're too terribly important. Spider, I guess, but Spider's still going. It's 24 episodes.
We do have a preset list of stuff we plan on kind of talking about coming up for this new spring season. That's already like kind of steamrolling in. We've already both seen the first episode because it's the earliest one to air.
I hear a fucking trash episode.
It was bog standard for a first fucking like
Remember,
My Hero
we
one.
hate recaps. Yeah, it's literally what it was.
Yeah, it was all right ish. Some near the end, like some of the like next episode, it's definitely going to be much better. Like this upcoming episode, I think it's on Saturdays.
Well, they had to establish a whole. You know, here's all the heroes here. There's powers again because it's been almost a year since the last.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also had, so they had the newest episode for My Hero, and then I think the last trailer for the movie came out.
Mm.
It didn't add much.
Yeah. So My Hero Season 5, I'm just going to kind of go through the list because we have 12.
Well, we were going to talk about it next week, though. We have a whole...
Next week?
Yeah, next week is when we're talking about what we're going to watch and stuff.
There's a fucking car with a heavy bass out. I thought that was at the end of this week.
No, I wasn't prepared for anything this week. Because next week we're going to talk about all the shows, details about them, what we're actually watching. Because next week is when everything starts.
Maybe I got confused because I'm pretty sure a couple stuff starts today and tomorrow.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff starts later. So like the first episode will happen by the time we do that podcast. We do our special and then we start talking about them.
Sorry, well apparently I'm fucking a little
it's early.
off.
Sorry, I guess we should talk about more. But next season of Cross Examine will be a lot more streamlined because we'll be the first episode. You're gonna expect it to be like a syllabus day. We're gonna talk about what we're gonna watch, details about it, kind of some other small things, kind of like some of our things we're looking forward to. Then the week after that will be a special.
All right. Well, real quick, because there's one that I have to mention that we are definitely going to watch because it literally airs its first episode in 2 days. So we'll have already seen the first episode by then. Or 2 shows. Combatants Will Be Dispatched.
That's the one we've really been looking forward to.
Yeah, it's written by the same creator that does Konosuba. That's literally airs in 2 days, done by JC Staff. And then the other one is Fruits Basket, the final season. That is
trash.
What I'm going to be watching. That's in 3 days. Everything else is like 8 days out, but specifically those 2, like My Hero will be episode 2 in, and then those 2. So
I think we have like 13 shows on our list.
12 currently.
There was a 13th one because we forgot The Way of the House Husband, which I think is one of the most hype shows. Well, a lot of people are waiting for because the manga did very, very well. Which I don't think that's on the list, is it? The Way of the House Husband. It's like a former Yakuza marries a girl and is now just a house husband. And it's like basically what a housewife would do, but he's doing it instead, but in a gangster style.
I don't think we have that on our list.
Oh, we don't? Oh, I'm definitely watching it. There's a few things you're going to notice that we don't have on our list because it's a Netflix deal where like technically we can't watch it here unless we use our VPNs.
It's either a Netflix deal or it's a show that we haven't really seen the prior season, like How Not to Summon a Demon Lord Omega or whatever it is.
I've seen the first season.
I haven't.
Oh, there's so much fan service in it.
Yeah.
But it's great.
I believe that's the name of it, isn't it?
Yeah, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I don't know if it's Omega or not. Probably.
It's got the
like
Omega
that.
symbol. It's a weird title for the second season. Yeah, it's right here. Also, like 7 Deadly Sins in Boruto.
7 Deadly Sins lost me on like season 3 because story wasn't that great. Animation was meh. They had some cool fights, but when they weren't fighting, like I said, that scene with Melados is like sitting on the bed, horribly animated as a fucking meme.
Yeah, so there's a couple of those shows that we're definitely not going to be talking about. Like also Dragon Quest is not quite up our alley.
Dude, Shaman King, that starts here. Yeah, that's this season, right? Shaman King is one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most because we both grew up watching some of Shaman King.
I read a couple of the volumes of the manga when I was younger. That was super cool. But I think that's kind of about it this week because we don't want to get
next week's
too
going
much
to be
in.
long.
Yeah, probably.
We're going to talk about a lot of shows.
Yeah, we'll get more into like synopsis and what we expect out of them a bit more next week.
Even at 5 minutes a show, I mean, that's over an hour. So be prepared.
Probably. Oh boy. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. There's going to be a lot of extra changes kind of coming up, especially in the background. We're going to try to really nail down like a flow for something. We've got we'll have multiple like camera angles. Like I've got this one right here. We'll have a third angle.
Yeah, I think next week will still be just the one, and then the week after is when we'll have our 3 because the camera's delayed. Amazon's trash. So
to be fair, the shipping date initially when you placed that order did say April.
It said April 5th through April 15th.
It's only the 4th.
The 1st?
Or the
oh,
1st.
I forgot we're supposed to do that Your Lie in April thing. Remember, we're going to watch an episode every...
Yeah, that's a thing too. We're also going to go back through and watch Your Lie in April.
Just get ready because we'll discuss it more next time. So that way you can play catch up, and then we're going to we won't cry until probably, 2 weeks in? 3 weeks in?
No, I'm
So it's
crying already.
Oh, depression.
Yeah.
Bye.
But thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Not you.